world. Hard facts, where the truth always prevails.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Let's talk.
.3 Nigeria Info. This is the nation's #1 talk news and sports radio station. We are broadcasting live from our audiovisual studios right here in Maryann Okon, Victoria Island, Lagos, the economic capital of Nigeria. In case you're watching us live from anywhere in the world, welcome to the show. Welcome Lagos. Welcome Nigeria. This will be your most authentic news experience that you can ever have on the radio. And every single day you come away with something. Yes, this is not just a talk shop. We try to make sure that we inform, entertain, and educate you, because you know what? That's our mandate. But welcome to the show. Welcome to Hard Facts. I'm Maryann Okon. As usual, we start off with the big 3 stories for today, and we do have some interesting stories for you. On the 4 o'clock hour, it'll be time for Community U Report. Well, the Nigeria Police Force has come out with another situation with tinted glasses. They put up a post over the weekend, and I would like to read that post to you. So if you have, whether your car's factory fitted or you're the one who put up the tinted glass, you're going to have to register for it and get a permit, or you'll face harassment every other day by police officers. So we're going to be talking about that as part of our conversation for Community U Report. On the 5 o'clock hour, I'll have the special advisor on media and publicity to Governor Alex Oti join me on the big hard facts as we talk about the situation with the Labour Party. Yes, I was supposed to have Mr. Edun, who is the legal advisor on the side of Julius Abure, but he's unavoidably absent today, so he will join us on another day. But today, we're going to be talking with the SA to Alex Oti. Is there really hope for the Labour Party going forward, as 2027 is now no longer in the realm, but is actually right in front of us? And everyone, all the movements and all the shiftings we're seeing is all geared towards 2027. How ready is the Labour Party for that one? So, welcome to the show. Let's get straight into the business of the day by starting off with the big 3 stories.
Get ready for the most important news of the day. It's time for the Big 3 Stories on Hard Facts. Tune in to our primetime show for the latest updates and in-depth analysis on the top stories making headlines. From breaking news to in-depth investigations, we bring you the facts you need to know. Join us as we delve into the biggest stories shaping our world today. Tune in to the Big 3 every weekday, 3 to 4 p.m. and stay informed with the news that matters the most. Hard Facts, where the truth always comes first.
This is Hard Facts on Nigeria Info 99.3 FM. My name is Shego Arinze.
All right, welcome. Let's go straight into the big 3 stories for today. Let's start with something that looks like good news. Yes, the World Bank admits Nigeria's economic progress and says prices remain high. Yeah, there is, in this report, there's independent analysis that says that at the current rate, the country needs 11 years to achieve $1 trillion economy target. Well, in this story also, the government defends their budget estimates and orthodox monetary policy. They're saying that there's need for increased transparency. The cost of governance is also very imperative. And this is all that we need to be doing if we must get some sort of respite, because the cost of living crisis is literally choking at our necks. And then, of course, in this same report, fiscal improvement more pronounced at state level, says this report, about 9.34 million households received $25,000. Sorry, 25,000 naira. I'm thinking dollars right now. You don't even know the half of it. So 9.34 million households received 25 million cash transfer. I heard that the Zamfara state government also did that yesterday, and most governments are doing that. But I do not like to be the guy that always looks in the negative, but I think I'm more realistic as opposed to being pessimistic. What can 25,000 naira do for the average household today? And this conditional cash transfers, is it better than actually making sure that our economy is robust enough to service everyone as opposed to giving us handouts and us becoming a Babianla economy? It's just what's going on in my head. So if the World Bank is saying that things are getting better, do you agree with them? But let's move away from The Guardian. Let's go to the Vanguard newspaper here, where Defections, PDP's collapse imminent, says Ganduje and Wike. By the way, note that Wike was at the last two meetings that the PDP had in trying to address the internal crisis. So I'm wondering whose side he's on. But let me give you some background, okay? Well, the national chairman of the All Progressive Congress, APC, Alhaji Abdullahi Ganduje, and the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Mr. Nyesom Wike, yesterday said the destruction of the People's Democratic Party is imminent. Well, the chairman of the PDP Board of Trustees, Senator Adolphus Nwaba, fired back, saying the party remains alive, just as he expressed confidence that the People's Democratic Party shall rise again in 2027. How optimistic. Well, Ganduje, who said the PDP is on its way to extinction, was reacting to remarks by the former governor of Jigawa State, Sule Lamido, who claimed that the APC will soon disintegrate and that the former PDP members, including Ganduje himself, will return to the opposition party. The APC chairman, in a statement by his chief press secretary, Edwin Olofu, said such remarks are baseless and illogical. He said, in fact, we will soon receive Sule Lamido because soon he won't have a place to go and the PDP, quote, is dead. He continues on to say it is evident to any discerning observer that under the leadership of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the APC continues to gain momentum, with prominent political figures across the country defecting to the party in large numbers. With such overwhelming national support, the APC remains focused on consolidating its achievements and preparing for a resounding victory in the 2027 general elections. End of quote. Can the PDP be saved? Is the question we've been asking for the past few months now. Can it be saved? I'd like to hear your thoughts on that one. Now let's move on to a much more sadder conversation. And this one's from the Premium Times newspaper. Top story. And for those of you who've been following social media, you've been seeing a trending video about Borno. Well, here it is. 7 dead. Gun truck stolen in attack on Nigerian military base. 7 soldiers, by the way. The report says at least 7 soldiers have been killed in an attack by suspected members of Islamic State of West Africa province ISWAP on a military base in Marte local government area of Borno State. Although the authorities are yet to confirm the attack's sources, including local media outfits Yewa Express News, said it occurred yesterday afternoon, citing civilian joint task force members as their sources. The terrorists stormed the base and overpowered the soldiers. I believe those two things should not be in the same sentence. Terrorists overpowering soldiers. I don't believe it should be in the same sentence, but unfortunately. Now, during the attack, the terrorists seized 3 guns, gun trucks, and 70 motorcycles intended for counter-terrorism operations and set the military base ablaze. I don't want to play that video. I'm really heartbroken. I don't want to play that video of the soldiers crying because they were really crying. There's a video that's trending. They were really weeping. And I could hear one say, what's he going to tell the other person's family? It's the most heartbreaking thing I've seen on the internet this week. But I want to play you something that would keep you thinking. Like I tell you every time I come on the show, I want to make sure that when you live this show, you live with something. Your brain will be stimulated and your thought process will be enlightened. Here is a former member of the House of Assembly in Borno State speaking on this issue of fighting terrorism, especially in Borno State. Please pay attention. This video is courtesy of Clen Reporters and we got it off Twitter. So please kindly just pay attention. Close, rapid attention to what this young man's going to say.
You cannot just sit down watching them to do whatever they feel like doing simply because they are professionals. You cannot talk to them. Give them target. During Jonathan, we brought mercenaries. They were about to finish Boko Haram. But because of our complacency and personal aggrandizement and personal interest, we asked them to go back. And we are still battling with the issue. I was in Borno State as a member of a state House of Assembly when the mercenaries were in Borno. There were less than 30. They operate in a place like this. Everybody with a laptop before him, observing what is happening in the bush. The moment they discover an enclave, they will be able to identify how many weapons do they have, what kind of weapons are they using, how many AK-47 do they have, how many explosives do they have. They will take only 3 or 4 people in a chopper, go and clear everything. They will snap pictures before clearing them and bring back exhibit. We are about to finish it. And because of interest, personal interest, that if we allow mercenaries to finish this thing, we are not going to get anything. How much was the bill given by the mercenaries? Even Russia is employing mercenaries to fight for them, isn't it? Are we stronger than Russia? Is there anything wrong if you can bring somebody that can fight for you? There's nothing wrong in that. So I'm sorry if people are saying that National Assembly is not doing the needful, National Assembly is not providing the enabling laws. We have provided all the enabling laws. The enforcement of such laws is not ours. If government is not ready to implement, there is no way we can compel government. The only thing we can advise government. If government refuses to do it, there is no way you can force them. Because they have the machineries for implementation. You do not have.
You see that question that I always ask you guys, especially when I bring guests. Do you remember the man who said he'd been in the forest? He knows that story of, oh, they don't know where these guys are, blah, blah, blah. It's not true. He's been at it for years. I keep asking that question as opposed to when government comes here to make excuse, like when while I came here and made some flimsy excuses about, the fight against corruption. The fight against terrorism. Where is the political will? Is it that this thing is beyond us, or that we're not even willing to, because more and more money is coming and there's more money to be made? So we'd rather that more Nigerians die daily. Because really, when are we going to be serious about this, fighting this terrorism thing? It beats me. Oh, but no, everybody will tell you that you need to rise up. And do what exactly? If these guys are burning down military bases and killing our soldiers, what are we rising up to do exactly, Mr. Babado? Because, anyway, welcome to Hard Facts. Let's talk. 0201-277-0993. That's 0201-277-0993. You can join the conversation and be part of it on WhatsApp. It's 0809597585. If you are listening from outside of the country, you want to be part of the conversation, you can call us. Only if you're calling from outside of the country, you can call us via WhatsApp. 0809597585. We're live on Facebook and on YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. On X, use the hashtag HardFacts and post your comments. We would love to hear from you. 60 seconds is all you have. Go straight to the point, please. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Good afternoon, Maryann.
Good afternoon.
How are you this afternoon?
I'm great.
My name is Ambrose.
Go ahead, please.
I want to ask Wike especially that if PDP collapses, is he not the one that has collapsed? Because he said that he can never leave PDP. And PDP is malaria, APC is cancer. So if PDP collapses, is he not the one that has collapsed? Sometimes these things that they just say, they don't even know the implication. A party you say you have struggled to build. Maryann, I built a house, and the house is big, and I have issues, and I'm now joined to destroy that house. Am I not doing myself? The issue at, what is it called, is very pathetic, Maryann. I was weeping this morning when Quadri was talking. You can imagine people, soldiers, who have been, assigned to defend the integrity of this nation. The way ordinary civilians are killing them. And then we are here, they will come and tell us that we are playing politics when we talk. These people have wives, they have children, they have blood.
Right. I have to let you go.
Are we not thinking? Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thank you very much for calling. Because, you see, I really would want to hear from Noah Ribadu now. What do we do now, Mr. Ribadu? Rise up? Or you're just going to say again, enough is enough? And then what? Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, Maryann. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Joy Musa. I'm coming from Alimo Shagada.
All right, Joy.
Maryann. Boko Haram, where they start 2009, where they enter our community 2011. Army people, they wrote us that they are coming. Army people surround vigilante, our men, they outside another road. They enter, they kill more than 500 people. I lost 4 children, my husband. I have gunshots. Some family lost all their families, 7 families clear. Army people refuse to enter until Boko Haram operate more than 6 hours, kill people, more than 500 people before they now enter inside. Now Boko Haram are taken. It's like that time. Politicians are using them. They will not enter to save people. Now is their turn. Look at it. Boko Haram are overpower them now. Then they can do something. But today they have already overpowered them. Can you see? See, today I did 4 times operation. Yes, I'm still on the ground. I don't still regain my leg. I can't move.
I'm so sorry, Joy.
Because of help of Nigeria. Ask Femi, Mr. Femi, he knows me face to face.
Wow.
One operation that I did is Mr. Femi and Dayo that helped me to raise money in Nigeria.
Wow.
That I did the 3rd operation. Till now, how many people, they are doing politics there. Today is their turn. Can you see?
Joy, thank you very much for calling. But as much as, there's corruption everywhere, whether it's the top brass, whether it's, we can't also say, well, serves them rights. We can't do that. I know that you have faced something horrible. I cannot even begin to imagine what you have been going through. The fact that you lost children, I cannot begin to imagine. But can we really blame the soldiers because they obey every order? They can't complain. They have to, even if it means them dying. But then the question remains, how serious is the government of this country? And I'm not just talking about the president. I'm talking about government across the board, the legislature, the executives at all. Whether it's in Borno, whether it's in Zamfara, whether it's in Benue, whether it's in Plateau.
More news and info.
We'll be right back.
Coming up in a moment.
For 3 great seasons, the fans have fought with passion and fire. Their best they brought. The banter was bold, the debates were tight. Each word a weapon, each match a fight. But now it's bigger, the stakes much higher. The battle returns and it's full of fire. And Battle 4 with Femi and the gang on 99.3 Nigeria Info. The stage is bang. In partnership with Sports Salon, we raise the game with glory, honor, and a shot at fame. Think you've got what it takes to score? Then step right up. It's time for more.
Fan Battle 4 starts Tuesday, June 3rd through July from 7 p.m. weekdays on Nigeria Info.
Fan Battle 4. Let the battle begin. They say truth sets you free. But in a world where news spreads fast and popular narratives shape opinions, how do you separate truth from deception? Introducing Facts or Propaganda
the show that puts the biggest social, political, and media narratives under the microscope.
More than 60% of the population is below the age of 30. A lot of them hadn't been to school.
A lot of these young people are not employable.
Every week, we critically analyze narratives shaping our country, separating facts from clever manipulation. Who benefits from these narratives? What's real and what's just propaganda?
Unfortunately, paternity fraud is not a crime in Nigeria. Our laws are silent on this issue.
Join the conversation. Be part of the investigation. Tune in. Join Babatunde Abdusalam every Monday, 10 p.m. to 12 midnight on 99.3 Nigeria Info. And let's uncover the truth together. Fact or propaganda? Only on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Don't just believe. Investigate.
For 3 great seasons, the fans have fought with passion and fire. Their best they brought. The banter was bold, the debates were tight. Each word a weapon, each match a fight. But now it's bigger, the stakes much higher. The battle returns and it's full of fire. Fan Battle 4 with Femi and the gang on 99.3 Nigeria Info. The stage is bang. In partnership with Sports Salon, we raise the game with glory, honor, and a shot at fame. Think you've got what it takes to score? Then step right up. It's time for more.
Fan Battle 4 starts Tuesday, June 3rd through July from 7 p.m. weekdays on Nigeria Info.
Fan Battle 4. Let the battle begin.
99.3 Nigeria Info, your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
All right, we're back. It's still Hard Facts, 99.3 Nigeria Info. We're broadcasting live from our audiovisual studios right here in Itimi Chris in Victoria Island, Lagos. I'm Maryann Okon. Thank you for joining us. We're still looking at the big 3 stories for today. Topping the story, obviously, is the World Bank saying that Nigeria's economic progress is underway, but prices remain high. Do you agree? Defections, PDP's collapse is imminent, says Ganduje and Wike. 7 dead, gun truck stolen in attack on Nigerian military base in Borno, and that's where I'm stuck at right now. How these people were able to take over a whole military base and burn it, take everything they needed to continue to destroy the lives and property of people living in those areas. It begs the question, how serious are governments at all levels with fighting this insecurity, this terrorism? You heard that man, who was a former member of the House of Assembly in Borno State, saying they were on their way to winning this war, but personal interest. And I'm asking, whose personal interest? Who are these people? Because I do remember the whole time, Jonathan's administration, he kept saying the people who were funding Boko Haram are in his cabinet. All right, then the UAE sends us a list of people who are financiers of Boko Haram. And Buhari was also complaining that, these guys are also in government, they're powerful people. Okay, sir, what did you do with the list? Nothing. Oh, that's because they're not killing your children. They're not killing your family members, not your neighbors, not your friends. And so it looks like it's not a bother. Why are we taking a back seat on this one? Because we talk shop about it, but then we don't see the action that matches it. Like Nuhu Ribadu, enough is enough. Let's rise up and do what, sir? Is my question. What are we supposed to do when we do rise up? What then should we do? I'd like to hear your thoughts. Join the conversation. 0201 277 0993. That's the number for you to call. 0201 465 7190. If you are a lady, please call that number. 0201 465 7190. You could join the conversation on WhatsApp, 0809597585, or better still, you can call if you are listening from outside of the country and you want to participate in the conversation. Only those who are calling from outside of the country, I beg your pardon, can participate by calling WhatsApp. But the bigger question is, who's going to save us? Do you know the number of people, the unreported numbers, by the way, of people who have been killed by bandits, by unknown gunmen, by Boko Haram, by ISWAP? Do you have any idea? So where do we go from here? Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Dauda calling from Ikorodu.
Go ahead.
I don't know if you will allow me to say exactly how I feel about two matters. The stupid...
First, you need to turn off your radio and you need to be careful the words you use on the radio. This is not a bear parlor. I'd like to let you know that.
I'm sitting in a bear parlor. The nonsense called collapse of PDP. I'm not a member of any political party. But first, ask yourself, the rascals who said they were tearing PDP when they tore the membership card, has the PDP been torn since then? The PDP had internal problems and still has that, agreed. But is that for anybody to be opening God-forsaken mouth and God-forsaken head to be saying all sorts of rubbish, including saying it will soon collapse? That is about PDP. Now, on this issue of security, in 2017, if you recall...
You have 10 seconds, sir. 10 seconds.
You cannot tell me 10 seconds.
Okay, you have 1 minute. I gave you more than 1 minute, so 10 seconds. All right, I have to let you go. I'm sorry. 10 seconds. I was just waiting for you to land, okay? I don't want to be rude. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, good afternoon, Maryann.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Joy from Eba.
Go ahead, Joy.
So, this Wike issue on the PDP. Wike is not doing well. He's playing double game, PDP and APC. And I have seen that Wike is too over pride of himself. They feel nobody can challenge him. Whatever he wants to do, that is what he will do. His life is not like that, though. He has destroyed the PDP. He himself has destroyed it. And the people with him in that PDP, they don't know. They don't know. There is a proverb in Igbo land that said, if the PDP, all of them in that PDP, they knows what they are doing.
Okay.
That is said, if you know how to...
I'm sorry, Joy, but thank you very much for calling. Your time actually was up. All right, I'm still taking your thoughts and comments. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Good afternoon, Maryann.
Good afternoon.
You see, let me quickly talk about the Boko Haram of a thing. When you have a situation where generals are becoming multi-billionaires, you can imagine if general, after serving, he said he has snake farm. He became an ambassador. Has it ever happened before? To tell you there is an undertone to these things. And the man became sickly rich. I mean, one of the generals that served under the last administration. And like that former legislator said, that they're already winning this war. But suddenly, because of personal interest, you see, we've come to a state where the lives of people no longer matters, especially to those who want to enrich themselves at all costs. For those who are saying this, the other party is there, the other parties are weak, they are just trying to play chess. That is their problem.
All right.
And that is the reason.
I'm so sorry. Joy is calling us from Ikeja. Hello, Joy.
Yes, I just want to tell people that time when Jonathan was around, they said Jonathan didn't do anything. Jonathan worked. He really worked. And he worked not just him as a president. He had people around that were forward-thinking, that knew what they were doing, because it was not just Jonathan. He had people around. And when they brought the mercenaries, I knew I was watching, listening when these APC people, they were calling the research and saying, our military can do this, they can do that, why will you go and bring mercenary? They could do this. I remembered some of the northern leaders, they were busy abusing what the military people were doing there. Oh, they are killing our people. Oh, this one. Oh, that one. Now, how many civilians how many missed targets have they gotten since this government came to power? We are just, I don't know what. In fact, if I want to see where it is in me now, it will be radio friendly. I watched the soldiers crying yesterday, young boys. And people are saying, allow your people to go. Me, I'll allow any of my relatives to go and join soldiers, to go and join the slaughter so they can kill the person. We are not serious. Tinubu, you have seen power. Enjoy it in its fullest. You will be craving for power.
Okay.
This is it, the height of the power here.
All right. Thank you, Joy, for calling.
Enjoy it. And the blood of people will keep on seeing you people.
All right.
Of them.
Thank you, Joy.
They're doing this service and making Nigerians to die.
Thank you, Joy, for calling. I do appreciate it. I just have to let you go because of time. Uzoma is calling us from Ikoton. Hello, Uzoma.
Yes. Good afternoon, Maryann.
Good afternoon.
Thanks for your good job, my sister.
Thank you.
Uzoma on the line.
Yeah.
Maryann, now, wow, wonders will never cease in this planet Earth. How can this man spoil PDP? And there is, or they have a law that he cannot be an inter-party member, which he knows very well, because he wants to exercise lawless power. You destroy the party under your own state, so you didn't see anybody. You destroy the party federal level, oh my God, say you didn't see anybody. My God, you cause nightmare in your state till tomorrow, forever and ever. They will not forgive you, whether you like it or not. You cause nightmare in the federal level, whether you like it or not. They will not. Nobody will forgive him.
All right.
Even let him know he has lost his political relevance. Even if he like, let them give him ticket, he goes nowhere. God bless you, my sister.
Thank you very much for calling, Uzo. In case you're just joining us, the program is Hard Facts. 99.3 Nigeria Info. We're broadcasting live from our audiovisual studios. Yes, in Victoria Island, Lagos. My name is Maryann Okon. We're looking at the big three stories for today. I'll run them through quickly. The Guardian newspaper tells us here that World Bank admits Nigeria's economic progress but says prices remain high. The Vanguard newspaper tells us that, Defections, PDP's collapse is imminent, says Ganduje, and of course, Wike. But the one that breaks our heart the most is 7 dead, gun truck stolen in an attack on Nigeria's military base in Borno. 7 soldiers, at least 7 soldiers. 7 soldiers, let it sink, 7 soldiers. And for those of you who didn't see that video, I'm going to play it quickly. A lawmaker from Borno State speaking on how the Jonathan administration had dealt with this situation. But in his words, public, or rather personal interest is why we're still here. Take a listen.
You cannot just sit down watching them to do whatever they feel like doing simply because they are professionals. You cannot talk to them. Give them target. During Jonathan, we brought mercenaries. They were about to finish Boko Haram. But because of our complacency and personal aggrandizement and personal interest, we asked them to go back. And we are still battling with the issue. I was in Borno State as a member of a state House of Assembly when the mercenaries were in Borno. There were less than 30. They operate in a place like this. Everybody with a laptop before you, observing what is happening in the bush. The moment they discover an enclave, they will be able to identify how many weapons do they have, what kind of weapons are they using, how many AK-47 do they have, how many explosives do they have. They will take only 3 or 4 people in a chopper, go and clear everything. They will snap pictures before clearing them and bring back exhibit. We are about to finish it. And because of interest, personal interest, that if we allow mercenaries to finish this thing, we are not going to get anything. How much was the bill given by the mercenaries? Even Russia is employing mercenaries to fight for them, isn't it? Are we stronger than Russia? Is there anything wrong if you can bring somebody that can fight for you? There's nothing wrong in that. So I'm sorry if people are saying that National Assembly is not doing the needful, National Assembly is not providing the enabling laws. We have provided all the enabling laws. If you can tell them, we can advise them like those people, so you can force them because they have the machineries for implementation.
It's now a blame game. It's a back and forth. Well, the executive is the fault. The legislators, we legislators, we've done our best. It's the executive that's the problem. But you also have a responsibility to check the executive. So are you checking them? How many more of our soldiers have to die? How many more of our people have to die on a daily basis? Maybe because the cries of these people don't necessarily come up to their ears. Maybe because these people are not their family members. But this is what the people of Plateau have to deal with every single day. Maybe in Benue, in Borno, this is what these people have to deal with every single day. But no. Everybody is telling us to. What did he say? Let me play that video.
All of us will have to come together. Everybody do have a role to play, particularly communities, those who have been living together for years and decades. I think time has come for us to say enough is enough. Our security forces are doing well.
But they're getting killed. And can we stand by and watch that happen? What are you going to do now, federal government? What are you going to do, Mr. President? What are you going to do, military top brass? Because your boys are being killed on a daily basis. So are the people of Nigeria. Do we not matter to anyone who's leading us anymore? I'm wondering. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Maryann, good afternoon. This is Obi calling from.
Go ahead. I'm good.
Maryann, I wanted to call Sheriff in the morning. I didn't get to. But let me ask you, is there the possibility of hiring other country executives and legislators to man Nigeria? Is it possible? In the way we hire coaches from other countries. Don't you think so? Because this is recurrent. This is turned to recurrent decimal. We can't keep lamenting and talking every day. I'm tired of calling. You know,